what we are doing today is just honouring the time of Samhain or Halloween. So we're marking the entrance into winter.
I always say sort of paganism, it's that sort of interconnectedness. It's saying that that divine spirit is in everything. So you're not separate from this earth, you're part of it. I was there when my husband was dying breath, you know, like when that bomb went off. And so I had that, like you can imagine, like I had that, you know, in my head. I couldn't go through my life with that. So I mean, I just sort of forgot about all organised religion, and the sense of sort of freedom was absolutely fantastic. It was just right. When I did the shamanic work on the first weekend I was there, I collected with my dad, and this woman came with this blue cloak, and he said to me, "Do you not know who that is?" That's Hannah, that little girl that I had lost. He says, "That's Hannah, she's been with you all that time." As I say, it's always been easier sort of with the female line, but with John it has always been difficult. And I always sort of think it's because he went before his time.
I ended up joining the police in 1986. But as happened, in 1990 I got badly injured in an explosion, and then when I came back on to work I met a young recruit, Darren Bradshaw, who I suppose in a way was to change my life.
The murder of 24-year-old Darren Bradshaw has been widely condemned. He was shot in the back by a masked INLA gunman as he sat at the bar in the Parliament.
I was sitting talking to my wife, and we were talking about Darren because it had gone on, and obviously I was having a tough time with it. I remember saying something, but she said, "What is this all about?" She said, it's him. He was the one who was gay. He's the one that's dead. She says, "Why are you finding it so tough?" And it wasn't planned, but I remember just saying, it actually is also about me because I'm gay. And I cried my heart out because it was just a horrible, horrible thing to do, to tell someone who you've been with for 15 years, not only wasn't you didn't love them anymore, but you weren't the person they thought you were. I think the first time I really felt emotion paganism was when I did the first ritual with someone. When this sacred space was created, and when you just listen to the earth around you and then meditate and connecting and said, right, this is something worth exploring.
I actually feel that this somehow is part of my own healing, like by you asking me questions about who I am now gives me the capacity to think about it, you know, and to face my past and to face my family and to face like everything that I ran away from, because I ran from this country, like really fucking ran. My father, like presently, is a minister in the Christian church. Last weekend I did weddings, funerals, baby naming and so on. So I'm like qualified in doing that stuff now. But it was only a few weeks before that somebody said to me, you know, like, actually you're doing exactly what your father is doing. And I just thought that was hilarious because I had never seen that connection. And actually, as I said before, like I spent so much time like pushing away. I'm actually pushing away my family as a consequence of pushing away religion and pushing away God. I pushed away my sense of relationship with my family. So then ironically then to be coming and actually stepping into your father's footsteps is just laughable. Ultimately, I feel like I've gone full circle from being told about this God when I was young to shunning this God to ultimately realizing I do feel that presence exists. That presence of God exists.